Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports. Today I'm going to share with you some recent things that I just picked up off the internet. One of these was actually a trade in progress, so I didn't purchase all of these items. The individual that sent me one of these items, and I'm going to share with you at the end what that one for last. He knew that I was a huge San Antonio Spurs fan. We've known each other for a long, long time. And he said, hey, next time I go to an autograph signing, I'll grab you an extra photo when I see this individual and I'll send it to you. And I said, cool. I'm not going to turn that down, but let me just jump right into these autographs that I picked up and tell me what you guys think. All right, so this first one came in a lot of 3. So I'm just going to lay all 3 of them down at the same time. And this is an 8x10 of former Dodger Henry Cruz. And let me zoom out just a little bit so we can see him better. Adjust the lighting. And also in that lot was a Devon White autograph of the Florida Marlins, California Angels, Toronto Blue Jays, etc. This is not the reason I bought the lot. I don't have 8x10 signed by these guys, but I'm also happy to add stuff to my collection. And I want to say the Devon White even has, there's kind of like a mini certificate of authenticity on the back there from where it was signed in Boca Raton, Florida. Like I'm guessing at a card show or something like that. And this is before certificate of authenticity things were a big deal. But this is the reason I bought the photo lot. And that is Negro League legend Jet Jethro. And the seller had these all bundled together in one lot, and I put a bid on it, and I won this lot for like $10. So I paid like just over $3 a photo for these autographs, which is awesome. And Jet Jethro, I'm going to link my Jackie Robinson video right up here in the corner. I believe he was in part 2, if I'm not mistaken. And just take a watch at the Jet Jethro segment of this video. I think you'll really learn a lot about Mr. Jethro, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm just going to touch base with him. He was the first African-American player to play for the Braves organization, and that's the Boston Braves, who later became the Milwaukee Braves, who are now the present-day Atlanta Braves. Well, the Jet Jethro was a longtime Negro leaguer, and he was a great hitter, a great leadoff man, and he didn't get his opportunity to play in the major leagues until he made his debut at 32 years old with the Braves. And Jet Jethro, I believe, is the oldest Rookie of the Year to date. Sasaki was the same age, but I think there was like months difference between Sasaki and Jethro. Like he was 32 years old in 6 months, and Sasaki was like 32 years old in 2 months or something like that. And I may be wrong on the exact things, but I'm pretty close. But Jet Jethro was 32 years old when he got to the major leagues and broke the color barrier for the Braves. And in addition to how important that fact is, a lot of people don't know that after his playing career, Jet Jethro was the person that took on Major League Baseball. And I just want you to stop for a second and think about that. He took his own personal money, from the salary that he earned playing for the Braves and the Negro Leagues or whatever, and he litigated against Major League Baseball to get retirement benefits for the existing Negro League players. Well, after years of litigation, fighting back and forth, speaking his piece against Major League Baseball and Mr. Jethro, they came to an agreement in 1997. Well, after all this battling, Jet Jethro passed away in 2001. So after all the years that he went through legal battles with Major League Baseball to get benefits for those living Negro Leaguers, to get pensions for them, he actually only received those pensions for 4 years before he passed away. A lot of people don't know the story of Sam Jethro. And hopefully I just gave you a few pieces of information that makes you want to go beyond what I just told you to actually learn about how important this guy was to Major League Baseball, not just breaking the color barrier for the Braves, but taking on to get benefits for Negro Leaguers, which I thought was an awesome story. So, moving on, we got all those autographs. Well, the seller also had another auction going, and I was looking at this piece, and I'm like, I'll put a maximum bid of $4 on it, and if somebody wants it for more than $4, I guess they can have it. Well, I put a bid on this, and it is a signed ticket stub by Van Meter, Iowa's greatest pitcher ever, Bob Feller, from spring training 1993. And I wound up winning this auction for like $3. So I had $10 in this auction and $3 in that auction. And I want to say in total, the seller sent me this stuff for like $15 for everything. And the reason I wanted this Bob Feller is, I'm just going to show this card because that's, it goes good together. I actually have, and I didn't dig it out for this video, I have a copy, and it's just a photocopy. It's nothing special. I probably paid way more than I should have for it, but I found a copy of one of Bob Feller's contracts from the 1940s at a flea market a long time ago. And the seller only wanted $5 for it. And it's just one of those things that it's really just a copy of something, so it's really not worth a lot. And the seller had it in a frame, and I was like, well, you have it in an 8x10 frame. I could go to the store, and that costs $2 or $3 to get a frame. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you $5, and that's all they were asking for it. I'll give you $5 for the copy of the contract, and I'll take it out of that frame and, use the frame for something else. So the reason I'm sharing this with you, and I'll dig it out sometime, but I can tell you I don't know where exactly it is at the moment. I've moved 3 times since I've acquired that contract, so it's in a box, it's in something, in storage. But I am wanting to take that contract, and I would like to get maybe like an 11x14 frame, and I'd like to put this mounted in there, along with like a trading card. I don't know if it'll be that one, but like his trading card, this autograph, and that contract, and just put it like in a display piece. And that's like one of those to-do things for me that I've been putting off for a decade, more or less. And, maybe now that I have this ticket stub, it'll kind of, say, okay, let's get this project done. So that's really the biggest reason I bought this. It's not that I don't have a Bob Feller autograph, but I thought this would be a nice display piece to go in with that contract. So once I get that all mounted and put together, and that might be years from now, I'm just telling you that right now, I might display that and show that off on this channel and refer back to this video. So finally, the last item, this was gifted to me, and it is of Hall of Fame legend George Gervin on an 8x10. And the Iceman himself posing with some ice, which is pretty cool. And this was actually done at a signing in San Antonio. And this individual had gone to see George Gervin in past signings in San Antonio. And I made a comment once, and I said, man, I would love to meet George Gervin. I'm a huge Spurs fan. If you're ever considering trading one of those, let me know. And the person that got it came back and said, hey, you know what? Next time I go to another signing, I'll grab you a photo. So I said, cool. Well, he followed up with it. And a lot of people, don't follow up with what they say, but this guy did. And he contacted me one day. He said, hey, what's your address? I got you a George Gervin autograph with the ice inscription right there. I'd like to send it to you. And I said, well, I feel bad. That's a Hall of Famer's autograph. I got to send you something in return. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. These are some very huge autographs. And again, the Devon White and the Lopez autograph I'm not too excited about, but they were kind of throw-ins. But to get the Sam Jethro autograph, the Bob Feller, and the George Gervin, couldn't pass up the deals. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to your comments below.